All right, we're 15 minutes in. That 30-minute mark just came up, so we got 30 more minutes on our weight loss program. The treadmill has gone up and down a couple times. If you notice this treadmill over here staying at the lowest setting, and this treadmill here will raise and lower based on the settings that we have. So we're going to go all the way up to at least a level 7, which really does pretty much stress us. Listen to some music while we do this.
The SkyTrack Weather Network, a service of WTHR, Channel 13, Indianapolis. You're watching the SkyTrack Weather Network, a service of Channel 13, Eyewitness News. What do you get when you team Indiana's most watched news source with the #1 radio station in town? Checking out the Eyewitness Newsroom.
Some breaking news coming into our... Let's get more.
Volume that down a little bit.
You get the best news, weather, and traffic coverage in
Back to Fox.
The Fox Report. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the top of the news, and Senator Hillary Clinton apologizing again today for her campaign's, pot shot at Barack Obama. One of her top aides in New Hampshire stepped down after saying Obama's drug use as a teenager could make him an easy target for Republican attacks. In this case, apparently the truth did not set him free. A new poll shows why the Clinton camp might feel the need to do a little attacking. A survey brand new by the Quad City Times has Obama ahead, way ahead, 33 to 24. That means he's almost clear of the margin of error, and what a turnaround. And look, Clinton is now tied with John Edwards. Let's go to New Hampshire now. A new poll by the Concord Monitor shows Obama ahead by a point after trailing by 8 points in the Monitor's last survey in July. Major Garrett is live in Manchester, New Hampshire. Major Hillary Clinton's camp talked about her campaign staffers' drug comments on camera today. In fact, the senator herself did for the first time. Listen to this.
Well, as soon as I found out that one of my supporters and co-chairs in New Hampshire made a statement, asked a series of questions I made it clear it was not authorized, it was in no way condoned, I didn't know about it, and he stepped down.
She say anything else about this, Major?
Yes, Shepard, she said that as far as she's concerned, the drug issue, that is to say Obama's previously disclosed experimentation with marijuana and cocaine as a teenager, is off the table for the remainder of this campaign. She also sternly said no when a reporter asked if she'd ever experimented with drugs. And when she was asked, well, why did you avoid or resist that temptation? What were the circumstances? Hillary said, I've got nothing more to say on the subject.
You know, I got an email from a viewer today, and I found it really telling. This viewer goes, what's so wrong about this? What the campaign aide said was that later on, if they could, the Republicans would use this against him. And of course they would. I mean, come on.
It's all about the timing, Shepard. For many Obama, Edwards, and Clinton supporters, this was regarded as a last-minute desperation move to throw something that had already been discussed and openly by Obama into the mix when Hillary Clinton's numbers were falling. Now, you can bring it up and you can point it out earlier in the campaign, but when you do it now, it struck many as a move to jar Obama, to knock him off his stride. And remember, Billy Shaheen didn't just say he used drugs, he said he might have sold them. That ratcheted up dramatically at a level of speculation that many parties thought was completely out of bounds.
That is the difference. Obama's kicking off an old-fashioned
Starting to get hot now,
Iowa,
Steve.
but Hillary Clinton's in a vertibird. What's this thing all about?
A helicopter, Shepard. A helicopter that will take Hillary all over Iowa for the next 5 days. She's also going to dispatch all sorts of surrogates to go to all 99 counties. So people are going to be knocking on the doors here in Iowa saying what a wonderful, sweet, and memorable person Hillary Clinton is. On their televisions, they will see advertisements from Chelsea Clinton and her mother Dorothy saying much the same, while Hillary flies over Iowa in her helicopter.
99 counties. What a tour. Major, great to see you. Thanks. Taking a tough look now at steroids in sports. That baseball Mitchell report revealed dozens of athletes linked to performance-enhancing drugs. And a lot of questions about whether a lot more names shouldn't have been on there. The science behind steroids is pretty simple, really. They're just artificial hormones that help you build up muscle. And even though they pose serious health risks, world-class athletes sometimes take those risks because steroids, quite frankly, work and work well. Trace Gallagher's in the newsroom. We know they make you bigger. Do they make you better, though?
I think most would argue they do make you better, Shep. Not only bigger and stronger, but some would say faster and quicker. Look, you and I can take steroids. We're not going to become 300 hitters, but you give it to a power hitter, and he becomes a mega power hitter. I mean, the studies show that if you increase your muscle strength by 10%, that increases your bat speed by 4%, increases your home run productivity by 50%. Here's the author of Steroid Nation.
The secret got out in baseball, and that's when sort of the bar gate was wide open. The problem in baseball was that players were taking mega doses, not the doses where if you were to walk into an anti-aging clinic, they might suggest these under doctor supervision. They were taking mega bodybuilding doses, and that's when your head gets 3 times too large, and your muscles get cartoon-like.
Yeah, in fact, it's very odd when some of the best baseball players going are in their late 30s and early 40s, Shep.
Yeah, we look, do we know the extent of how dangerous these drugs really are?
No, because there are no extensive studies. I mean, let's face it, you can't just take a bunch of people and pump them full of massive amounts of steroids and sit back and watch and see if they either excel or they die. So we don't have that. What we do have are the playing fields. Those are our steroid laboratories, and in the years to come, we're going to find out when these players or past players start checking their health stats to find out if it was all worth it.
Trace Gallagher live for us in the newsroom. Trace, thanks. We told you earlier, Jose Canseco said the Mitchell report is missing the names of many players. Earlier, he told Fox News, Alex Rodriguez is not who he appears to be. Well, speaking to CBS News, Rodriguez has responded and praised Major League Baseball's new tough stance on steroids. Listen.
I think Bud Selig and Major League Baseball has done a fine job of implementing some very strict rules. I mean, I got tested 8 or 9 times. I know some of my teammates got tested, 7, 8, 6 times. And
all right, Steve.
You think about where the game is
I know
today
this isn't fun to watch.
6 years ago, I think Major League Baseball made some nice strides.
A-Rod was on with Katie Couric tonight.
Bunch
Mitchell
of
says
whining
Rodriguez's
crybabies,
name never
whining
came up
millionaires.
during his investigation.
Trying to take
Well,
drugs
another
to
man
get
is giving
better.
up his freedom for torturing dogs.
Anyway,
The 4th defendant in that Michael Vick
I'm gonna
dog
change
fighting
back the
case
cart-
was sentenced
back
today.
to the
Here
music.
he is. A judge in
And,
Virginia gave Tony Taylor
pause the
2
camera
months in
for a
prison
bit
for his
so
role in the
that,
conspiracy.
you don't have to
Taylor
watch all
apparently
this
agreed
boring
to plead
stuff.
guilty in July and testified.
get the Christmas music back up. Holiday season. And I'll check back in with you here in just a bit once I get good and sweaty.